What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, specifically the Bitcoin dominance. This will actually more reflect on the overall altcoin markets and Bitcoin, just the overall crypto markets. Generally, when the Bitcoin dominance tanks, it's good for crypto. A lot of people are focusing on the wrong bearish engulfing candle, my friends. I'll go over what I mean in a second. This daily candle here, this is a very fierce bearish candle coming in line here. And we're rejecting areas that you'd like to see being rejected if you were to go lower. We want the dominance to go lower. We definitely do. If we look at the Bitcoin price, this is the bearish engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle everybody's focusing on is this one right here. It came in with a lot of volume, right? It's scaring people. But I did make a video last night talking about this candle and the volume and said that you should be no more afraid of this candle than we were excited for this candle here, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but using my seeing eyeballs, that green candle was dramatically bigger, okay? And the volume too was dramatically bigger. And look at what it promoted for us. It promoted no growth. We actually just went down. This bearish engulfing candle, we ate it up. That bullish engulfing candle, we ate it up. We just, it's been very volatile this whole time. So anybody hung up on this as a bearish indication that we're going lower, they're eager to see the price go lower. That's all I'm trying to say, right? Me, I'm hesitant. It's not that I want to see the price going lower. I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not so stubborn that I can't accept the reality that it could happen, but I just think that this is no much more a signal than any other of these bullish and bearish engulfing candles were over the last month that we've been doing this, okay? And especially because most of the volume on this day, where people are focusing on how much volume that was, the volume came in on the last candle of the day, which was a green candle. Okay, most of the volume on that day, we look at it on a 1 hour basis, most of that volume came in at the lows, at the very lows. So that's actually a good thing. We've gone up ever since, right? But looking at the Bitcoin dominance, what I think is interesting is that Bitcoin, since this low, it's been slowly moving up, but the dominance has been moving down all day. It's actually been moving down. What I like about this is an indication that yes, not only is this the high, but you guys, altcoin season is really, it's coming upon us. It really is about to begin. I thought that this would be the week that we really start to see some life in the altcoin markets, and in the next day and 8 hours, maybe it does close red, something like that. But perhaps next week, the ending week of February, the beginning week of March, maybe those weeks are when we really get things going underway. People are still very hesitant to say that this was the top of the Bitcoin dominance, right? I'm very confident that it was. I think as time goes on, it'll only be more obvious. And this is a forewarning of the good tidings that are going to come in the altcoin markets all across the board, right? I think that we're going to see this thing plummet. We're at least going to see it go below this low. We're starting from a higher price, going to a lower price. This was November, right? November 18th to the beginning of December. You guys remember how good that was for altcoins back then, right? The altcoin markets had a little breath, a little rally there, as a mini rally. Well, here we're starting from a higher point and we're likely going to go to a lower point. We're going to see a lower low. I would anticipate that this is going to be bullish, dramatically more bullish than anything that we saw in November or December, right? So the average coin, if that got you excited, the end of the year, that pre-Santa Claus rally got you excited, that Thanksgiving rally, this is going to be much more exciting. This upcoming Easter rally, I suppose, will be much more exciting. If we look at the daily time frame here, what we've done is we've gone up in the RSI. We've rejected the 60 in the RSI after getting overbought, bouncing off the 50, double bottom here. We rejected the 60 with a double top, and now we're back down. This is such a good look, you guys. This generally, if I was looking for a chart to go up and to continue to grow and see growth, this is the exact opposite of what I'd want to see. This convinces me completely that was your high in the RSI in the overbought zone. You are going to the oversold zone now before you ever go into the overbought zone. Again, a move like that, this was let's see, this here, this was November. Okay, November, you started in the overbought zone, you went all the way down to your oversold zone in the dominance, right? This was that altcoin rally. So starting doing that same kind of stuff again on the daily aspect on the RSI. Similar indications, similar prospects, but again, I think that they're going to be bigger overall because I think we'll drop more overall. So it looks right to me. Here we didn't reject the 60, we rejected the overbought zone, then we rejected the 60. Once you reject the 60 and you get below the 50, it's inevitable that you go to the oversold zone. So now we're just looking for a day to close with the Bitcoin dominance that's a little bit lower, something that gets us below the 50, something that gets us below these areas of support here, maybe even a little bit lower than that. Let's get below the 45. That would really convince me that we are going lower, because it looks like you do like to find support at that area sometimes, right? 45 support here, or a little bit below the 45, even there, support there, right on your way up. Although here it didn't merit into anything. If we bounce here, we reject the 60 again, that's fine. But I don't think we've already rejected the 60 twice, so I wouldn't expect a bounce here. I don't know. Just getting below the 50 would get me excited enough. That's all I'm trying to say. If we look, let's see, at the others chart, let's go to others now. And we see that this has been moving up all day. Nice, good to see. So the average altcoin has been having a day today, up 2%. Yesterday was a little bit scary. You've already given back most of that for the average coin. If we look at the daily RSI on this, you're doing things a little bit differently. Instead of finding resistance at the 60, you're finding support at the 40. You're not getting oversold, and you're looking like you're wanting to break the 50, but to the upside. So this is good tidings right here, you guys. I think that we will be breaking out of this zone. If not by the end of this week, which is another like day and 7 hours away from now, if not by the end of this week, certainly by the end of the month, I think we'll be breaking out of this zone, which means end of February, we'll probably see some kind of retracement that's standard from here. We're at a $271 billion market cap. I would expect that by the end of February, I don't know if I just said January, but by the end of February, we'll be at a 25% to a 32% pump across the market. So whatever coin you're holding, it doesn't matter. Are you holding Bitcoin Cash? Are you holding Litecoin? Are you holding Ethereum, Solana? Well, maybe not those ones, because they're actually in the top 10, not outside the top 10. Give me some other coins. I don't know. Any coin that's outside the top 10 likely sees anything from a 26% pump to a 32% pump by the end of February, if not more. And you could see less, right? This is just the average coin. There will be plenty of coins that see more growth than that over the next 6 days. There will be plenty of coins that don't see as much growth in the next 6 days. There might even be coins that go down over the next 6 days, but I'm talking about the average crypto, okay? The average coin probably in like the top 500 coins will probably have a decent day, a decent week over this coming week, and that's my expectation at least. So I don't really know what else to say. I think we've got it, right? Whenever it comes to this overall move, whenever it comes to breaking out in March, right? If we do retrace the areas that I think that we're going to by the end of February, if we're here by the end of February, where are we going to be by the end of March? I would assume that we are above this high. If we're above this high, we're breaking out. We're breaking out to new all-time highs on the others market cap perspective, okay? And if that's happening, we're likely going to see a standard extension from this here, okay? The extension zone from this high to low, it's very small. Generally speaking, when you take a small fib like this is a very small fib in comparison to this very large fib here. You do see deeper extensions. This is the primary target zone. The deeper extensions are the next area, the 1886 to the 2618 and beyond. And these deeper extensions, which would make sense with a smaller fib retracement zone versus the bigger fib retracement zone, right? They line up, these deeper extensions do, with your primary targets, your secondary targets. Even this one, your very last target in the deep extension there, lines up pretty well with the last target in your primary targets of the overall fib. So all I'm trying to say by that is we can delete all the noise. We can get a high to low here. I would anticipate that the average coin by the end of March, by the end of this next move, if not by the end of March, early April, mid-April, you will see the average coin move up from where it's at now. About a 3x, anything from a 3x to potentially a 4x. That's what I'm calling for, yeah? The average coin. So that doesn't mean that every coin's going to move up 3x. That doesn't mean that every coin's going to make a 4x. Some will do more than that. Some will do less than that. But this makes a lot of sense to me, because anytime I do technical analysis on various coins, the minimum targets that we get for this end of March move, they tend to be around a 3 to a 4x. So this being the minimum move, or the expected move even, for the average coin, I think that's fine. If we go all the way up here, cool. But what this means, and I doubt we do this, because what this would mean is that the average coin by the end of March is going to do a 6x. And if we do that, cool. I would love to be wrong in the form of more money, please. I would love to be wrong, but let's keep our feet on the ground. Let's stick with this 1 trillion. I like this area as resistance because it is right there. Oh my God. It is right there around $1 trillion. I'm getting choked up here, man. I didn't even eat anything. What the hell? I felt like there was like food in my throat, but I didn't eat anything. We really could find resistance right there at $1 trillion market cap, okay? I anticipate that we actually will. You'll probably see the average altcoin find resistance here because we are so low. We're coming from the 618. I think that we will find resistance here, but still there will be, again, the average altcoin to make a 3 or 4x. There will be plenty of coins that outperform that. Plenty of coins that underperform that. If you have one that underperforms this upcoming move, if it doesn't see at least a 3x from the current price at this, the 22nd of February right now, well, we have what hour is it? It is the 14th hour of the 22nd of February. If from here your coin does not do at least a 3x by the end of March, you're likely holding on to an underperformer. It will likely underperform for the rest of the cycle. If you have a coin that does more than a 3x or at least more than a 4x even by the end of March, you have an overperformer and it will likely overperform for the rest of the cycle. It's not guaranteed, but these are good signs, right? And then, of course, I would say that if you have a coin that in this time does like a 20x or something, that doesn't mean it's going to outperform for the rest of the cycle. It just means that it had its like one phenomenal pump, and then maybe it consolidates a little bit more and it performs on average with the rest of cryptos after that, something like that. Or it could continue to outperform as well. But don't take like your random meme coins in the top 500, top 600. If they see a 10x or a 20x in this next month, don't take that as a sign that you're going to see these outperform every coin for the rest of the cycle. It's not that cut and dry. But real coins, real projects that have fundamentals and things guiding them and building upon them, developments are being happened. Yeah, if they see more than a 300% growth, I'd say that's an indication that you likely do see it outperform the rest of the crypto markets for the rest of the cycle. I got nothing else to say, guys. Waiting for the dominance to come down. It looks like we're getting to here. This is the bearish engulfing candle everybody should be counting on right here. This is the one that everybody should be focusing on, not the Bitcoin bearish engulfing candle. This is a farce. It's a false. We called for it at the bottom. It wasn't going to promote any growth to the downside at all. Literally looked death in the face and we're like, nope, we're going to go up from here probably, if anything, right? If we go a little bit lower, sure, we could go down maybe to 94K. Maybe we go down, maybe at the absolute lowest, if Bitcoin wanted to, it could go to 85K. It's very possible. Sometimes before we get these immaculate rallies in the crypto space, we get these ferocious shakeout dumps, right, that happen. I would think we find support at 85 to 87.3K if we were to get this ferocious dump. But if it happens, it wouldn't be anything to worry about because it would happen so fast. It would be done so fast that literally within a week's time, you'd be not just back where you are now, but likely above that price. So I'm not anticipating that to happen. I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility so that if it does happen, you don't crap your pants and make the wrong decision at the worst possible time. Just hold, just persevere. It'll come back. And we are soon to see new all-time highs, not just for Bitcoin, but for the overall crypto markets. I think it's coming in this month of March. We got 6 days, 8 hours left in the month of February. We'll see how it goes. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.